This is AVIOT, Atypical Voices in Our Time, the official podcast of Chemistry Productions. That's spelled K3MISTRY Productions, a media education company.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's the AVIOT podcast. I'm your gracious co-host, Jay Stokes, joined by my other gracious co-hosts on this podcast, Koya and Jay Random. How's everybody doing?
Yo. What's going on, everybody? How everybody doing? I'm doing great.
Hey, guys. I'm good.
Koya, you heard that
That's
little
all y'all
sound
gonna get
effect?
from me.
Yeah, you heard that little sound effect I put on your hey guys for the last episode?
Yes, I appreciated that. Yes, I heard it. I enjoyed the last one. It was very funny. I got a kick out of it.
It definitely was. How's this self-quarantine going for y'all?
This is going fine because I haven't really been doing it.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
word?
You the one spreading the Rona. You the one spreading the Rona around
Out here
everybody.
with that Rona. I gotta send you the bounce music song for Corona. It is turned up. It's way better than Cardi B's.
Oh, word?
It's turned.
That's what's up.
Yeah, y'all been in the house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been in the house,
All
man.
day.
I don't trust nobody. Listen, everybody, seriously. I go grocery shopping and look at people sideways. I drive in my car, look at people sideways. People cough. I'm getting the fuck out of the way. I ain't playing. Seriously. I left the house yesterday and my throat my throat started getting itchy. I was like, damn, is this shit all psychological?
I'm definitely a hypochondriac. It could be. Like, for real, when I get around large groups lately, I be feeling lightheaded. Like, damn, I gotta get out of here. Like, I just start feeling all these crazy thoughts. But I have anxiety. I'm a hypochondriac, so I don't need this shit for real.
I don't blame you. I'm all 6 feet. I get motherfuckers 9 feet. Like, get the fuck away from me.
The hell with
word.
the 3, huh?
And don't cough.
Nah, it's supposed to be 6, Koya. It's supposed to be 6.
6 feet.
It's supposed to be 6,
Oh,
Koya.
6 feet? I thought it was 3.
Oh, see, that's the problem right there. Problem.
Listen,
Right in that Rona.
I don't play. Like, today I had to go to Walmart. I was dodging motherfuckers like I was playing dodgeball. I wasn't playing. I was like, excuse me. My cough.
The guy touched my hand to give me the change. Oh,
He
God.
touched your hand? Oh, Lord.
Yo.
Yes, I was getting a coffee this morning. He touched my hand to give me the change. Like, I felt skin to skin. Ugh, I almost died.
Listen,
I'll
I
be
feel
washing
you.
hands right afterwards.
As soon as I got in the car.
You know I did.
As soon as I got in the car, I put hand sanitizer on. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I felt like
My hand's been extra acid. I've
Yeah,
been washing them like a lot.
Right?
But I don't care. I don't want that shit.
no, I don't want
I swear, when people cough, it's like a heat-seeking missile. It's like it follows you. The cough, anytime someone coughs, it just follows you.
Yeah, it's
That
not.
cough is rough, man.
Don't sneeze.
The sneeze? Oh, okay. I was
Down,
about to
sneeze.
say. Oh, the sneeze. I'm going to faint right then and there. I can't even take the thought. Luckily, nobody has sneezed around me lately.
Hey, real quick. I just read this article about a cheating husband. He caught corona with his mistress in Italy.
Oh, yep. In Italy.
Karma.
Why would you go to Italy, bro?
Karma. That's karma.
How you gonna explain that shit? Everybody in the house healthy, but you always get away with it. Be like, listen, it's corona's everywhere. Everybody got it, because technically no one knows.
Yeah, how did they?
Nobody know who has it. Like, come on, basketball players like Durant. Durant ain't even playing a game. He catching it. So what is he doing?
Durant ain't washing them paws, probably.
Yeah, something ain't right, man. Like, everybody catching it, but it's weird because, like, in Bridgeport, I just gotta, everybody got a text tonight in Bridgeport from Mary Gannon saying that there's 3 cases of potential coronavirus. I said, potential? Man, hit me up when the motherfuckers come back positive. Otherwise, don't
we need confirmation.
Don't be texting me. Because, what I did was he texted me. Well, like a mass text came out saying press yes if you want to get the information. So 2 seconds later, I hit him with, all right, I'm waiting. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, you can't text me with a yes. I hit yes, and then I gotta wait 30 minutes. Like, I'm over this shit now.
Ghetto.
Yeah, and then just to find out it's only 3 potential. I don't want to hear about no motherfucking potential.
I need confirmed.
False alarm.
I need confirmation. I need 100% positive. Then we could talk.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be wasting my time. And then tomorrow we're gonna hear, those 3 potentials, they're all negatives. I don't want to hear that shit. You know how many negatives running around here? Because when you think about it, flu is just as bad as the fucking corona. Only difference is that corona doesn't have a vaccine for it.
And the kill rate is higher.
It's higher because they don't have a vaccine for it. So it's not like with the flu, you could give it Tamiflu. Give it Tamiflu and chill and relax. and for your cough, you get the cough. What is that? The promethazine for the cough. What you gonna get for the corona? You don't know what the hell to give corona.
Nope.
You don't know what the hell corona. You know what I'm saying? You may amplify the damn sickness. So it's kind of like they don't know what to do with it. So, but a lot of people going to the hospital, not feeling well, getting treated like a damn hazmat team, running up on them, and then it's to find out they got the flu, and then they're just like, "Oh, you got the flu. Put you over here."
Goodbye.
Like,
Right.
feeling pain, motherfucker. I still don't feel good.
But the thing is, the reason why it spreads so much, I truly think, is because people didn't take it seriously. And a lot of people are just dirty in general. I've been seeing YouTube videos on Twitter, people like, oh, I'm still going to go out. If I catch corona, I get corona. I'm like, yeah, but you're not thinking about how you can pass it on to the next person and they can bring it back to an elderly person who might end up passing away. So people are just thinking me first. They're not thinking about the public well-being, which is very unfortunate.
No, I agree. Because I actually saw a bunch of spring breakers in Miami basically not giving a fuck. They were like, yo, listen. Like one girl was like, I just turned 21, so I came here to turn up. Another guy was like, I don't care if I catch a corona. I'm okay with it. I came here having fun. I'm like, yo, you're not thinking about the bigger picture. Like, okay, you have fun now on Monday, but on Friday when you go back home to see grandma or your parents and they get sick, then what's the problem? Oh, now serious? It's like, guys, but the problem is these young kids, man, they just don't care. They don't care about no one but themselves. So they want to go, have fun, turn up, and worry about the consequences later. But they got to understand, they can withstand the corona.
No.
They
think they can.
What I was going to say. Yeah, exactly. What I was going to say was at the end of the day, even if they can fight it off, it's the elderly, it's their parents, it's their grandparents, it's their aunties, their uncles that are older that, this virus is going to may kill them.
But random. Another thing is people aren't thinking about, we don't know everything about this virus yet. So for all people know, once they catch it, it could come back up later in life and really harm them. They don't know.
You ain't lying. That's why this shit sounds real fishy, man. Because, come on. I don't know, man. I just feel like this virus has been out since November-ish in China. Now, I hate to quote the president, but leave it to the president. They known about this for a long time and haven't said anything. And I'm laughing because...
the China virus.
I'm laughing because I was watching the press conference and my son and I, we were listening more than anything. And it was crazy when he's talking about, the Chinese virus. He just kept on saying the Chinese virus. And I was like, whoa.
He's mad ignorant.
He's mad ignorant. He talking about, so this lady was like, excuse me, Mr. President, why are you calling it Chinese virus? He said, because it came from China. I was like, shit.
I mean, technically that's true. And another thing he said I was going to say this to later in the show, but since we're on it, let's touch on it now. Another thing that Trump said regarding that statement that it's the China virus, he's calling it that in part because Chinese officials were suggesting that the U.S. Army was the one that was actually spreading it. And so he's saying that to combat what these Chinese officials actually said.
Petty Betty.
Exactly.
Petty Betty.
I mean, but technically it does come from China. I mean, we did Africans get the same respect when Zika and Ebola was breaking out? Everybody was blaming the Africans for that. Well, not Zika, more so Ebola.
But listen,
they were blaming the Africans for that. They didn't give them any respect.
But blaming is different than when I hear Ebola, I just hear Ebola. I don't hear the African virus. I never heard it called the African virus. The Ebola virus, I would have to really dig deep to realize where it came from. But it's blatant when they say it's a Chinese virus. I don't have to open up a book to see China. He's just basically saying it's a Chinese virus. And it's like, dude. And the reason why he's saying this is because of what China, quote unquote, are saying about the Americans bringing it over. And like at the end of the day, listen, this virus is serious. And it's only serious, I say again, because we do not have a vaccine for it. Once we have a vaccine for it, we're going to treat it like we treat every other virus and every other person who has been nasty before is going to go back to reverting to being nasty. I believe. Because right about now, like you said, we don't know what this virus is going to do to us. So we are kind of, mature people are more worried about the consequences of leaving their houses, affecting other people. But it's not even the millennium. What did they call the millennium? I think they said 1999 and
that's
older.
Generation Z.
Okay, Zoomers. I heard someone called Zoomers.
I'm considered a millennial. I was born in 86.
You're in the millennial generation, Koya. Yes. Millennials are from, I think, 88 to 95.
No.
Yeah.
Don't try to put me in a different group, man.
Baby girl.
Yeah, you're millennial. You're millennial.
No.
I'm a millennial?
Yeah, you are millennial.
J. Stokes, okay. You said 5. Coy said she was born in 96.
No, she said
86.
86?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are a millennium then. Okay. I thought you said.
Hold up. Let me double check. 1981 to 1996. That's millennial.
There we go.
She got it.
Yeah. I knew you were in there. And then also I want to do a fact check for Ebola. Actually, Ebola, that comes from the Ebola River, which is in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So Ebola, that actually is a name from an area in Africa. So people, when Ebola was coming out, they were referring to it as an African disease or something coming out of Africa. So a lot of Africans actually got discriminated against because of that. And with this coronavirus, it does come out of China. That is the truth. With Trump saying that it's a Chinese virus, technically he's correct, but because he's saying that, you know how foolish people can be. They're going to start blaming the Chinese, be like, oh, look at you. And then they're going to start discriminating against Chinese because of that. So the Ebola name, I got to get this correct. The name for the Ebola virus was inspired by the Ebola River in the Congo. Okay. Gotcha. And so that's why they always attribute that to Africans. And Africans got a lot of discrimination from what I hear, I think. And it's not correct for me to say from what I hear, but the Italians were discriminating against Africans too during that time when Ebola was a big thing. I got to double check on that. If that is true, then everything that's happening to them right now might be karma. Hey,
Coy. Do you like that sound effects that J. Stokes gave it?
Yeah. It's appropriate.
Oh, man. Nah, that's crazy. But yeah, so when it's all said and done, man, I just found it to be funny because someone in his cabinet, meaning President Trump, called it the Kung Flu.
Wow.
I said, whoa, the Kung Flu? I said, okay, now that's racist. Now can we blatantly say that's racist? Kung Flu?
Kung Flu? Yeah, now that's messed up. That's messed up. And yeah, I double checked. Yes, Italians were discriminating against Africans when Ebola was a big thing. So I'm not saying two wrongs.
Why would Italians be discriminating? What, were they catching it? I'm not understanding.
Well, remember, Africans are everywhere.
Yes.
Africans are all over the place. So you got some, especially Nigerians. Nigerians, they're in China, they're in Italy, they're in different parts of Europe, they're in Australia, they're in the Americas. Yeah, they were getting discriminated against. And so who knows what's happening to Italy right now? Could it be karma? I think it's really people just not paying attention and people taking this thing as a joke. Because when the coronavirus was really making waves, people were still going to beaches and bars and restaurants. And they were like, oh, whatever. I think that's why those things are getting closed down here in America right now. Because people don't care.
Yeah. But, it's to the point that, nowadays you got to learn how to cook for yourself because, you're right. Before they started shutting down things, I was saying to myself, God forbid the worker has a cold. You touching my food. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, I'm getting sick. Like, I don't have time for that because I know one thing. And I'm not going to throw out a race, but if you knew where I was at, you know who I'm talking about. But the Domino's up the street from us, they kind of janky because I swear they be touching dollar bills in.
Been janky though. What? Come on.
But come on. But no. Ain't no worse when I can see you look like you picking up the phone. And I'm like, yo, my man, you picking up the phone. You washing them hands with them phones? And sometimes I got to tell them like, yo, listen. I be like, yo, can you wash your hands? And then looking at me sideways. And I be like, yo, can you wash your hands? Like, I'm watching you now. Yo, you gonna have to wash some hands for you because you just touched my credit card. I saw you touch the cash. I see you.
Domino's is so sus. Then he puts the cheese up there, all the ingredients, mixing up the dough. Like nobody uses a glove. Domino's is so sus. That's why the pizza's so cheap. It's a health risk. It's like, look, eat it at your own risk. That's why it's $5.99. Like, who else is giving out pizzas for $5.99 for real? That shit is like, eat at your own risk.
And that's why I don't fuck with them no more because on the strength of when I go to real restaurants where they sell real pizza, the pizza man ain't never touching the dollars. He ain't never in the front. He in the back. Now, he may be swiping the sweat off his damn, with his hands, but I don't get to see all that.
Right. Yeah, because he don't do the register, too. And he ain't picking up the phone and placing the orders. Domino's, it's like they hire you for 6 positions.
Yeah, it's like, if you the cook. Don't touch my money, man, because now I'm looking at you funny. Like, even with Subway, you looking at Subway like, yo, wait a minute. I don't want that sandwich. You touch my money.
I had to stop eating Subway anyway when I found out they put the same stuff that they use to make tires in the bread.
Yeah,
nah, dog.
Yeah, man.
Gotta get them a rest.
I'm not trying to put a halt to our economy, but listen, man. On Groupon, they got a lot of classes on how to cook. Whoever don't know how to cook, let's get it popping.
No, well, listen. This economy is not doing much to help the people out anyways, because you look at McDonald's, the McDonald's hasn't given their employees a break. There's a list of different companies that have not give employees a break from working.
Hey, Stokes, wait, real quick. You tell me McDonald's still open right now?
Yeah.
I'm about to pause this show. I'm about to go get me a quarter pound of cheese, all right? No, I'm just joking. But I thought McDonald's was closed.
I'm gonna give you a list. I'm gonna give you a list of the companies in America. The companies in America that are denying workers paid sick leave. Okay, this is a list of some of the major companies that are doing this.
I'm about to protest, son. Let's get it.
McDonald's, Walmart, Kroger, Subway, Burger King, Pizza Hut, Target, the Marriott, and Wendy's.
Fuck them all, Coy, let's get our picket fences up. Let's get our damn Molotovs. Let's get it popping.
I'm not doing that.
No,
I can't because when I need to feed the kids real quick, I'm be happy as hell those places is open. You crazy? I ain't picketing shit.
Oh yeah. What you do? Just buy a whole bunch of pasta and pasta sauce. Do you know how long you can stretch that out for?
You know you ain't got no kids talking like that, right?
Yo, you ain't
eat no damn pasta every day.
Every day, not every day.
They ain't messing with that shit. They be like, I can't.
I did as a kid. We survived on pasta.
It's a whole nother generation.
And burgers.
You so brat.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I do make them homemade burgers a lot, and I'll make the French fries and stuff like that. But for real, y'all, some days my plate is full. I got to pull up at the drive-thru, so I ain't love.
Yo, I know one thing. When they over here, they love when Uncle Jay make that pizza, because I make sure they right there with me making that pizza. Making the pizza.
Yeah, because it tastes good. I can't make no pizza.
Koya, don't tell me when the inevitable zombie apocalypse comes, you're going to be the first one to go.
Nah, Koya going to be the first one to go because she went to McDonald's to go get it.
No, I know how to cook up. They go sneak up behind us at the drive-thru. My dumb ass gonna got clapped, me and the kids, trying to get a damn fish fillet. Some bullshit.
Oh, man.
I know how I cook a lot. But some days my plate is so full. I'm just grateful for the drive-thru. You know, I just go back home and call it a day. Like, they eat out once a week, really. But
listen.
They got to eat out more than that, then so be it.
Dang, Koya going to be gone during the zombie apocalypse because you know it's coming. You know it's coming. They are working on a vaccine. That's how it starts.
Remember on I'm Legend? They made a cure for cancer, and that shit killed everybody, and everybody turned to zombies?
Nah, vampires. If they turn into the Walking Dead zombies, we good. If they turn into, what's that movie called?
I don't know. Which movie?
World War Z. If they turn into World War Z zombies, we done. If the zombies are like the Walking Dead, we're good. If the zombies are World War Z zombies, we're through.
You think?
We're through. If they're World War Z,
somebody died. Like,
zombies are always gonna make noise. Okay, so forget the Walking Dead. Walking Dead, those zombies are quiet. I don't know what kind of zombie is gonna be quiet. But if they're World War Z zombies, because those zombies run.
Oh my
Lord.
Lord.
They run. Yeah.
We done.
Like,
is
God
that a real thing?
Hopefully not. But
Zombies are not a real thing, y'all.
No, hopefully not. But I'm saying if it pop off, we in trouble. Because if they got a track star, a bunch of dead track stars running after us.
Oh, man.
Done. But we got a bunch of senior citizens with walkers. I'm gonna kick them. I'm gonna kick them walkers with the with the balls underneath.
Damn.
You wrong, man. You wrong.
Just kick their damn walkers and stomp them in the head. Keep it moving. But if they running, I'm out, son. Yo, they gotta go. They already gone. Yo, what?
You better outsmart them because listen, them zombies, they're gonna have a lot of energy. They dead already.
Man, listen. Let me tell you something. I'm just hoping that the vaccine they make don't turn us to zombies.
I'm not taking part in that. No,
not me either.
No. I'm not trying to be a zombie. But one thing you mentioned earlier, you were talking about Kevin Durant, so I wanted to switch to this part of the conversation. It seems that Black people can catch the virus. So, Corey, I remember we were talking about that last week, but hey, Idris Elba, Kevin Durant,
Things have changed, huh?
Things have changed. Yeah, some people are kind of skeptical about Aegis, though.
Why is that?
I'm skeptical about all of it at this point. It's like everybody's just like, I don't know. I guess we live in a world where it's too much information, like with the internet. And, you know, I'm an overthinker naturally. So now I'm trying to figure out, okay, does the U.S. really have something to do with this? Is biowarfare? Like, what is it? Because, you know, it's always something. Like, everything happens for a reason. So I just wonder what the reason is. Like, why would you jeopardize all these people? Why would you put us in a state of pandemonium? And then Black people can't get their reparations, but somehow you can cut checks for everybody. Stop trying to play with us. Like, it's just too much. Don't do that. Why is there no toilet tissue? What's that?
Yo, last time I checked.
No toilet tissue, no meat.
Last time I checked.
That's why.
Corona does not give diarrhea. So I'm not understanding why the hell toilet tissue is like.
That's what I was trying to figure out. There's no toilet tissue, no paper towel, no napkins. Like, does it give you the runs? I ain't hear that. What they doing? What's the problem?
Well, I heard a good theory on this. There's pretty much that people are buying toilet tissue because they know if they're going to be at home and eating all the time, they're going to be going to the bathroom. And that's the only thing that they feel they can use to keep control of any situation. So buying toilet tissue is a comfort. That's a theory.
Oh,
that's
please.
a theory.
Please.
What a weird theory. Y'all need to let somebody else get some. Okay.
I know. That's the problem. They see like 5 rolls, they buy all 5. Like, yo, calm the fuck down.
People are hoarders. They just think about me. People just think about me. They're hoarders. Just like the people that are spreading the disease are thinking about themselves. The people that are buying all the toilet tissue, they're thinking about themselves.
You're right about that. They are. That's selfish, man. Very.
All the bread, all the juice. Like, goddamn.
Another
it's crazy
thing,
at the grocery store. Sorry.
It is.
Another thing that Jess was saying last week was this whole theory about how she feels this could help the Trump election.
The economy is being affected right now, and then it's going to go to where it's election time and Trump is going to find this like magical thing to happen that money is going to be restored back in the economy and people's pockets, and then who they going to vote for? The one who put the money back in their pocket.
And I'm starting to see things that kind of prove her point a little bit. Now, while I feel that his administration did a poor job at acting on this right away and calming the public, there are some things going on that are kind of working in his favor. For example, he's trying to suspend foreclosures and evictions, so stop people from getting evicted from their houses during this period of time. And then also what he said about China when he's saying, I'm calling this the China virus because China was trying to attack the U.S. troops. Like, some people who are very pro-America could look at that as a good thing. You know what I mean? So
no, I agree.
There are little things that are kind of going in his favor.
No, I totally agree. And I don't know if you ever saw the movie called Wag the Dog. It was a movie that came out, I forgot what year. Jay Stokes, take a look at that real quick before I tell you about the movie. So Wag the Dog was about a president administration, right? So it was a president that created a fake war. 1997, yeah. So it was about a president that created a fake war to be reelected.
Wow.
So not saying, and by all means, I am not saying this, so please, listeners, understand, I'm not saying that the coronavirus is fake and that our president is actually doing this to be reelected. But this does work in his favor, regardless of how you look at it. He's doing everything right. Now he's taking it serious, you know. Hopefully no one goes back 3 weeks ago when he was calling it a hoax and saying that it was the Democrats that were creating the coronavirus pandemic. So it's kind of funny how 3 weeks ago he was doing rallies and just blaming the Democrats for the coronavirus. And now he's talking about, no, this is serious. But
Fox News is switching up, man, because Fox News was on that bandwagon too. Now they're like, we definitely got to deal with this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he is doing what he has to do. He's doing, for the first time, he's really acting like a president, I believe. And what I mean by that is now he has to take it serious. But he still is immature in some of his ways as far as saying China started it. So now I'm not going to let China talk about the Americans like that. So, okay, but be the bigger person and just call it a flu. Call it its name, the coronavirus. Do not call it the Chinese virus, because now you're just being petty. But in the same token, I guess he's trying to give Americans X amount of money to help them. But it all depends on how people feel when it's time to vote. I know for me, this little span is not enough for me, even though I wasn't going to vote for him anyway, but it wouldn't be enough for me to vote in his favor because I'm thinking about in 2016, 2015 when he was running, 2016 when he became president, up until before the coronavirus, he was dividing the country. That's who he really is. He's a divider.
That's what you're saying. However, I heard from another person, he's an older individual, he was saying that people pretty much have a short-term memory when it comes to these situations. True. So it's like, while this will happen, like say this is resolved by May, right? Now, the presidential election happens in November. People are going to forget all about this, and they're going to just judge Trump based off what he does from May till November. Or maybe they might incorporate some elements of the past, but people are just going to be like, what have you done for me lately?
So that's bad then. That's bad for him. He better hope this stretch out to October. Because if it ends in May, even if it ends in August, he's in trouble because you're right. Because he's going to act. Listen, you hear him now. Just his vocabulary alone when he says, you know, we're going to bounce back and we're going to be bigger and bigger and bigger than ever. And I'm like, what? Why are you talking like a 2-year-old? And I'm looking at him reading his notes and I'm like, guy, listen, at the end of the day, this is the best thing that ever happened to him. Now, I think this is the most serious I've ever seen him. Like you said again.
Definitely is.
If it ends before election, he might be in trouble, I believe. Who knows? I just can't wait for him to get a cure, but they're talking about a year to 18 months. So I don't know what the heck we're going to do because I don't plan on being in the house that long.
Oh, no, my daughter had sent me a screenshot and they were basically stating that they could possibly close down school for the remainder of the year.
Damn.
Wow.
They can't get it under control.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's amazing how Bernie and Joe Biden, they still managed to have a debate in the midst of all this. And it's really like, who cares about your debate and who's going to become the next president at this point? Like, nobody cares.
Seriously.
They just care about, like, getting this dealt with. Like, I feel like that just fell under the radar. It happened, blip in the system, and then it's like, okay, now let's get back to dealing with the pandemic.
I totally agree. Like, I forget that there's I still forget that there's two Democrats going back and forth. Like, who's watching it?
I just want to be able to go outside and go for a nice walk, use the gym again. That's it. I'm not dealing with politics at this point. This isn't a political issue. This is a health issue. This is a human rights issue. This is a world global issue. We need to stop talking about politics.
I want to go outside, go to the beach without someone sneezing. I'm looking at them like I'm going home. Like, I don't want to go home.
Well, I think that they're still like bringing up the fact that they're running because they don't want people to forget, because with all of this going on and people forget and we're like, oh, I want to go outside. By the time it's time to vote, then what? Trump is going to get another 4 years. We got to stay focused, y'all. I know the pandemic is a lot, but ain't nobody trying to deal with that fool for another 4 years. I know I'm not. Let me not talk too loud though, because I need that stimulus check he sent it, but I'm just saying, we don't need to forget that he does not need to be reelected. We got to stay focused on that. I'm going to take the check, but I got to stay focused.
Bringing all this together, though, I will say that this pandemic is really showing people's true colors. We mentioned how different companies are now not allowing their workers to have sick leave. We've mentioned how people are hoarding different resources. I also wanted to talk about celebrities in general. Has anybody noticed these celebrities are getting first-hand access to these testing kits? And it's like, who are you? You're not better than anybody else.
Yo, the whole NBA.
Drive-through.
Well, yo, the whole NBA got the damn test. And I'm like, how do you get that?
I don't care about entertainment at this point. I don't care about being entertained. I care about being safe and getting the right information. That's the thing. We're focusing on the wrong thing. We're focusing on entertainment and celebrities. Who cares about celebrities at this point? If a tsunami hits the U.S. today, you think the tsunami is going to discriminate against Beyonce and me? They're going to be like, oh, shoot, it's Beyonce. Let me skip over her and hit everybody else. That's not going to happen.
She's going to be right in the water with you.
Right in the water, drowning.
Well, I can swim, so I'm be good.
Yo, they all can swim until the water hit them.
Well, she'll be drowning with me. I can't swim.
Cool. They all can swim until the water hit them. Let me tell you something. I thought I could swim, right? Yeah, I went to Barbados. Yo, why I was the only black dude with the tube around me. I forgot how to swim when I got deep in that water. Terrible. I told the man, don't leave me. He said,
terrible. Don't play with water like that.
He's like, you're panicking. I was like, I can't swim all of a sudden.
I think that people just aren't comfortable with their bodies, because I remember when I was in St. Kitts, they dropped us in the middle of the water, right? I was chilling. Like, I was literally chilling. I took off the floaties and everything. I was chilling because I'm comfortable with my body. I just know how to operate. I was good. I was just streaming around everywhere. I was good.
Son, yo, I couldn't see the bottom of the floor, son. I couldn't swim no more. I was done. I was done.
That was me. That was me in Mexico. I thought I was cute, my little life vest on. I'm like, oh, this is fine. He was like, take 2 more steps up. I took 2 more steps. I couldn't feel shit. I was like, somebody come get me. I made a whole scene. Like, somebody save me. It was like, you're so embarrassing. But I was drunk too. They don't need to have like all-inclusive like excursions. Right?
That's funny you say that because I was on a booze cruise. So I was done, son. I already had like 5 rum. Yo, listen, I already had like 5 rum punches.
Level.
I was done. I was like, yo, pass me that too. Yeah, I was following.
In Mexico.
Yo, everywhere the guy was at, I was following him. I was like, yo, the turtles. I like, fuck them turtles.
Oh no.
I need to get back to the boat. I'm done.
I was supposed to like ride the dolphin. I was too shook. I was watch this.
Done. When I could not see, I agree. When I could not see the bottom of the ocean, I was done. I said, "Oh,
feel it."
Yeah, I thought I was done.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was just recently.
Y'all are funny. I will say though, when I couldn't see the bottom, my biggest thing was I was worried about sharks. So I'm looking around for sharks. That's probably why I can swim, because I'm thinking about how to get out the way just in case something come for me.
And that turtle done hit me. I was like, fuck the turtle. He in my way.
Yo, why you did a turtle like that for, man? Turtles ain't causing no problems, man.
I ain't smacked the turtle. Like, yo, he bumped me. I'm not getting out the way. Yo,
causing a problem by being in his way.
Turtle, you gonna have to go the other way because I'm not moving. You see that boat? That's where I'm at. So that's why I say people could swim until they hit that ocean. They be like, oh shit, I'm tired now.
Yeah.
So the more I know,
I can't do that.
If a tsunami hits, y'all gonna be the first people to go. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna find something to float on first.
Cool. I'm about to say that. Unless it's a tree. If a tree around, I'm good.
I have good survival techniques, guys. I just can't swim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going back,
I could almost float.
So going back,
was the shadiest thing I've heard in a while. Okay, go ahead. Your turn, Jared.
Going back to the original point that we're making about people acting crazy during this pandemic and the true colors coming out. Has anybody heard that video that was circulating regarding Vanessa Hudgens? She was actually known for a High School Musical, and she was recently on the new Bad Boys movie. Did any of you see that video?
Oh, that was her? I knew she looked familiar. I didn't know who the hell that was.
In case you need a reminder, this is what she said.
It's a virus. I get it. Like, I respect it. But at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible. But, like, inevitable? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now.
Wait, time out real quick. I did not know she sounded like that. First of all, what the fuck was that voice I heard?
I think she was drunk. If you look at the video and you see how she looks a little twisted, like either she's on drugs or she's drunk or something, and she looks off.
Probably on both.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
she looks
voice
off.
alone threw me off. Like, isn't she like Mexican or something? Puerto Rican? Like, she sounded like she was trying too hard, number one. Threw me the fuck off with that voice. Number two, damn, so insensitive. Like, seriously, when you drunk, the mic should not be in your face, man. I'm gonna tell you straight the fuck up. Like, that's why when I get tipsy, I go to sleep. You're never gonna hear me wild out. I'm out. I'm not saying shit. Because that sound real ignorant. And
very, very. It was terrible.
Insensitive, too. Sound very ignorant and insensitive talking about, well, people gonna die is like inevitable. Like, what the fuck? You saying that about a 2-year-old? Yeah, we all know you're gonna die eventually, but if it's a virus that's killing us, then let's just try to, by all means, try to prevent from the spreading of the virus. It's not that hard. The problem is a lot of people don't want to be in the house with their damn family, but it's okay. Listen, we bought a bunch of board games. It is what it is, man. Listen, if anybody gets sick in this house, we gonna blame each other. Let's quarantine. Let's rock out. We got enough alcohol up in here. Let's get it popping. Party over here. Baby girl, when you coming over?
I don't know. Sounds like it's a quarantine kickback. I need to be there soon.
What? Let's get it.
My main issue with Vanessa Hudgens, though, is that she said people are going to die. It happens. You're disrespecting the people that are going to die. Like, you don't have any respect for the elderly in that case. and they were dragging her on social media, especially Twitter.
They should.
Someone said, how do you get canceled during a lockdown?
No, seriously.
Yeah.
And
She
now
deserves to be.
she does, but guess what? Now I'm looking at, and I understand why my sister can't stand this celebrity either. I'm looking at Chrissy Teigen sideways because now Chrissy Teigen has come to her defense, talking about, oh, well, celebrities are going to say dumb stuff. No, that wasn't just a dumb thing the girl said. She's 31 years old. That's not, she's old enough to know what's appropriate and not appropriate. She has a platform. That's not the type of information you need to be spreading. And Chrissy Teigen, shame on you too. You shouldn't be defending somebody in this instance. Instead, you should be saying, hey, that wasn't the right thing to say. And you should be correcting the missteps that Vanessa Hudgens had. I'm tired of these celebrities trying to put themselves on a pedestal like they're so much better than everybody else and make like if they make a fumble, it's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal. You have a platform and you can inspire and influence a lot of people. Get it together. Vanessa Hudgens cancel. Chrissy Teigen, you cancel too.
You suck.
So true. But I do believe that she knew she said something wrong because she said, maybe I shouldn't be saying this. That's when you know you done fucked up. When she's better off just continuing without saying, maybe I shouldn't have said this, because that's the key word that stuck with me. Like, whoa, wait a minute. She ain't that drunk. She kind of knows she fucked up somewhere.
So guess what? Turn the camera off. Turn the camera off. Why you gotta be sitting in front of a camera for?
Listen, was it like her?
And then you
like, was her live? It was her live, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yo, they need to just like, seriously, you know what you should do? You should have a breathalyzer for your phone. So if you drunk, you can't go live. Like, straight the fuck up, because people be doing dumb shit live, man. I've noticed a lot of dumb stuff happen on IG live.
If phones had breathalyzers, the internet wouldn't be what it is.
You ain't lying. A lot of motherfuckers will be making a fool of
themselves. Half of it is really bullshit, right? Like, that's that's what we're up there to be amused for the most part. Some people take it serious, but for me, it's just entertainment.
Yeah. So, I mean, no, she should be canceled because she's real insensitive to the fact. She's insensitive to the people that already died from this virus, first of all. For the family members that lost loved ones, who cares if they're old or young? It doesn't matter. A death is a death.
That's correct.
That's real insensitive to the ones that passed away from this virus. To this day, what is it? 7,000? I think it's 7,000-ish people passed away. Jay Stokes, I need to look right now to see what the number is.
Global, it is 197,000 people.
Whoa.
Wait. Sorry.
I'm about to say. I'm about to grab my phone. I'm about to say, dang.
That's cases.
I was about to say, I'm about to hang up with y'all and say, listen, I'm out, guys. Time my family, we going.
I'm gonna head out.
Sorry, that's cases. My bad.
Oh, man, I'm about to get the hell out of here, guys.
Yeah, just keep talking. I'll find it. Keep talking.
Man, listen, Jay's Toast about to make me bounce. All right, so right now, I'm on global. So it says global right now, 210,255 cases, 82,911 recovery, and 8,315 deaths. So that shit went up by 326 in the last time I listened to it, the last time I watched it. I'm looking at it. It said coronavirus real-time updates.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, so United States, man, we at what, a total 153 deaths in the United States.
The way it's looking, though, if people don't get it together with the social distancing and self-quarantining, it's going to be 1% of the population that dies, and that's around 1 million people. That's a lot.
That's a lot, son. And once again, it's a lot because they had no vaccine, so guys, we got to treat it like, yo, this can kill you. It's a 50-50 chance that you're going to survive or die. That's an odd I don't want in my life. And it's a lot of old people, young and old, with health problems too. I feel like if it's only 2 weeks or so of quarantine, then by all means, man, just do what you need to do, man. Spend time with your family. If you got to go to work, go to work. It's gonna be the outliers, the ones that's spreading it at the end.
That's very true.
They're gonna make us get on board either way, though.
Scary part.
They're already starting.
I was telling my son that. I said, yo, at the end of the day, they're giving us the option to stay home. We don't want it to be like California. Right. California is on a 24-hour, 3-week lockdown. It's only 24 hours in a day.
Well, guess what? That serves them right, because they couldn't listen. They didn't want to pay attention. They want to keep going to bars and partying, so that's what they get.
Don't talk about me. Listen, was out this weekend.
But the funny thing is, see, that's how they're getting us down, though. Now they're shutting down the bars. Now they're shutting down the restaurants. So you could be out. What were you going to be out at? Because eventually, nobody wants them to shut down the liquor store because then it's on and popping.
They shut down the liquor store. They shut down the liquor stores in Pennsylvania. They said the lines were out of control. People waited hours and hours to stock up on liquor. You know, people like to drink. I'm not a big drinker like that, so if they close the liquor store, I don't really care. Yeah. I need the tree man to find me, though. I don't care if he got to throw up smoke signals or something. He better figure this shit out. Liquor store, I can live without the liquor store. That ain't got nothing to do with me for real.
That is funny.
And now for a quick commercial break.
Hey guys, as you can hear, we are unapologetic in our opinions. We may be politically incorrect or possibly wrong, but don't knock us for being ourselves and saying what many are too afraid to admit out loud. Anyways, if you have any thoughts or questions about our show, email us at chemistryproductions@gmail.com. That's K3MISTRY productions@gmail.com. We'll be sure to address whatever you have to say.
So I mean, so it's real out here. So we definitely got to do our part. I know Jay Stokes and I, true Libras, man. What? Man, listen, you talking about I'm gonna go out and get sick? Nah, I'm gonna stay in the house. And when our significant others come back in the house from being outside, we're looking at them sideways like,
peasants.
You gonna wash your hands before you come give me a hug? Because I don't know
exactly.
I ain't even taking no hugs for real. Like, I'm good off that. Like, don't.
Yo, I was telling Jay Stokes, I saw some high school friends on Sunday when I just got back. Man, I gave them the arm dab. The arm dab all day.
Which is totally appropriate.
The jump with the elbow?
Yep, the elbow all day. Dun, dun.
That's appropriate. Like, at this point, can't nobody be offended by that now. If it wasn't like Corona going on and you see them and you're like, oh, hey, they're like, that's shady. But right now, shit is real out here. You know what's up. You better take this elbow and keep it moving.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Exactly. But like my family member, I'm still gonna give him a hug. But nah, outsiders, you'll get elbow all day.
Random. I ain't even see you when I came up. I ain't even see you when I came up to the state, man. That's how I am. I ain't see anybody.
Listen, Jay Stokes. Hey Coy, Jay Stokes was up here for a day and a half. Yo, you think I wanted to see Jay Stokes? Man, listen, I couldn't even leave my couch. Legit. Quarantine. I took it to the real life. I work from 8 to 5, right? Every day on my quarantine. And at 5 o'clock, all of a sudden now I'm tired and I don't want to go nowhere. I'm all depressed, feeling. I'm like, I don't want to do nothing. I want to do something. Go outside, get the sun. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna take a shower.
Oh yeah, I haven't left the house all day. I have not left the house all day. I've been chilling all day. Okay.
I was at work today, y'all.
I told you. My son was like, Dad, can you take me driving? 10 seconds outside. That's all I'm doing. Clear my throat.
You're a hypochondriac too. You need to stay right in the house where you at. Every time I go outside, I do feel funny though.
I really feel funny. I'm telling you, I walked to Walmart. I was dodging people like it was dodgeball. Man, I wasn't playing.
Oh, God. I went to the laundromat yesterday. All the doors were closed. I was like, fuck, I'm about to die in here. I was just feeling so crazy. Every time I put this stuff in the washer, I ran back outside to get air like that was going to save me. It wasn't.
It's bad. Bad out here, man. I don't want to open the door. I'm mad when the door ain't automatic. Now I got to take my coat and open the door with it. And I got to remember that's the coat I got to put deep in the closet and watch. I'm like, it's too much shit, man. Like, motherfucker, just be clean. You making me all nervous and my anxiety on the 12 and shit. I need a Xanax. Now I really need what them rappers take. I need a Xanax now. My nerves all messed up.
Speaking about who's all messed up, this will be the last topic of today. Nerves being all messed up. I'll tell you whose nerves were all messed up. Oprah this morning, because rumors were circulating around that she got arrested for sex trafficking. I was like, what?
They dirty. They fucking dirty. These hackers or wherever these people are, they dirty, man. They got nothing better to do.
That's what she get.
No,
I knew you were going to say that, Coy. I knew you were going to say that.
I ain't nobody showing her no sympathy.
Listen,
people don't care about us.
No, definitely not. And the thing is, I hope she realizes how when rumors are spread and they get attached to you, how it can make you feel. Because rumors got spread and it got attached to Mike. Rumors got spread and it got attached to Kobe Bryant. Now look, Oprah, you in the same pot. So now child sex trafficking, people are always going to be thinking about, was that really true or was that the untruth? We don't know.
Right.
That's true.
And then it'll be real shady of them to wait till you die and then bring these alleged victims up there who have bullshit stories and defame your character. Like
That's
Oprah,
true.
tread lightly, okay? Please.
Karma's a bitch,
I got
man.
time for her.
It definitely is.
Kobe done tripped her already. See, that's what she getting all her karma back. She getting it all, like real quick. Jay Soaks, you saw Kobe done tripped her. Now they said she down with the sex scandal. Oprah, you going down. You and your homegirl. People tired of y'all.
Nobody got
Hey,
time for the fuckery.
You don't hesitate to call out Gail either, because you called her out on the last show. You were like, Oprah and Gail. I was like, dang.
Oh, I don't hesitate to call out anybody. I could care less. Like, what are they going to do to me? Yeah,
that's very true. Yeah, but with that being said, we're going to end this podcast episode right here. Hope y'all are self-quarantining and doing well in this pandemic. We wish y'all all the best. We rebuke what Vanessa Hudgens said about old people not mattering. Obviously, she didn't say those words, but she implied that with what she said. So I want to say to all my elderly and sick out there, your lives matter, and we wish you all the best in this pandemic. We definitely hope that you are safe and well. Young folk, please do not live by the 3 I's. Do not live thinking that you're invincible, infertile, and immortal. You can die, you can have children, and you can get hurt.
Old people.
Yo, no, I'm talking about young people.
Yo, real quick. Yo, what happened to Lizzo, man? Anybody seen Lizzo lately?
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Really?
She's quarantining. Just leave her alone.
She's quarantining. She falls into the at-risk demographic. Okay.
Gotcha. Rock out, Lizzo. I hope you're
sure she has. You don't think she has high blood pressure?
Lizzo, we hope you're okay, girl. We root for you.
One day, random, you gonna meet Lizzo one day.
We are not. She
gonna meet her one day.
Wasn't you the one talking shit on that little podcast? She gonna run down on you. Y'all be cheering her ass up. Every chance y'all get, the girl quarantining. Y'all still messing with her?
Hey, why are you
she ain't been online?
Why am I
you just as bad as him tonight? You know she got high blood pressure.
She got high blood pressure. That's why she'll lose the weight. No, because she'll lose the weight. No, she's not fat, Koya. Lizzo is big. Okay, Lizzo is big. Okay,
wait a minute. So
Lizzo
difference between fat and big.
No, Lizzo like Gabby Sidibe, okay? And you see how Gabby Sidibe lost weight. Yes.
Lizzo is not, y'all.
Nah,
it's levels to the big girl.
No, Lizzo is Fat Albert type fat.
No, Gabby is more Fat Albert fat.
Lizzo is Fat Albert.
Nah,
listen,
man.
you are fat. You are fat when your stomach no longer has enough definition to stay solid. It now droops. So now you got a flooper, right? Fupa? Wait, how we get here on quarantine? Is the show over?
Because you talking about hope Lizzo doing well.
Quarantining. Y'all harassing the girl. Lizzo, it's okay, sis.
Oh,
I got you.
Yo, shout out to all of our listeners out there. I definitely got to shout y'all out that support our show, that listen to our show, that all of my buddies that give me text messages talking about how they like the podcast and suggestions for other episodes. We really appreciate y'all out there. Hey, we crazy. We're all family. It's all love. We just speak from the heart. Hey,
yo, hold on real quick. Yo, shout out to Jess. Thank you for your guest appearance. I didn't listen to the show yet, but I'm going to listen to it tonight. I know you did a good job, though, girl. All right, yo.
All right.
See everybody next week. Today Wednesday? Shit. See everybody next week, Wednesday.
See y'all next Wednesday. Quarantine, be safe, and leave Lizzo alone.
Look, next Wednesday, I'm going to check to make sure ain't nobody got a cold. The 3 of us. Mainly you, Coy. You ain't quarantined.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm a quarantine starting like Saturday morning. Something like that.
Lead by example. We just told everybody else out there to do one thing. You're doing the exact opposite.
Y'all should do that. Listen to them. Don't listen to me. I'm just saying I'm a quarantine like starting Saturday. Y'all start today now.
Oh. God.
I'm just keeping it real. I don't want them to see me in the street and be like, I thought you were quarantined, girl. Hell no. I got stuff to do. But I try to like come back in the house if I'm out too long to catch my breath in my own home. I don't know if it helps.
Purifiers, right? Oh, man.
I'm doing some other shit. Don't y'all do what I'm doing.
Like going to McDonald's.
Okay. Damn zombies gonna be behind me with the rack shit. I'm trying to order fish fillets and Happy Meals.
Oh,
Everything about that is ghetto, but it's okay.
Oh,
it's all
man.
good. I'm quarantine Saturday. It's all good. I'll be in good health on Wednesday
No
when we
doubt.
talk.
Saturday.
Cause I got stuff to do, y'all. Quarantining.
Yo, baby girl, I feel you. I got shit to do this Saturday too, so I don't know.
You too.
Oh, people got shit to do.
I'm the only person staying in the house.
Shit.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
People
I may
got
have to
stuff to
break.
do.
I may have to break it Saturday. I'll be back on Sunday. I started
bigging up. Random, you bigging up our zodiac sign. Now you going against the grain. Come on, man.
So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be in the house, but I do got some shit to do. What's it?
Nah, you X'd out the group. You X'd out the group.
That's when we knock on the door. Let me back in. Let me back in. I'm fresh. I'm okay.
I kept it real. I ain't doing it right now. I got some stuff to do. But starting Saturday though, I'm gonna go, y'all.
Oh man.
Be good. Be safe. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, please, everybody.
Please. And even after this ends, still wash your hands, please.
Yeah, for real, y'all.
Like seriously, it's not that hard, man.
Like people really showing memes of, oh, this how I'm flushing the public toilet, and they kicking the lever down to flush the toilet. I'm like, y'all weren't doing that before?
All my life.
Yeah.
I could reach my leg up there. Like, what are you doing? Like, See, that goes back to that stuff we was talking about last week. You know, that group of people, folks that don't wash their legs. Same people that's like thinking they're doing something new by kicking the thing now. Like, y'all late. You're late to the party.
Late to the party.
The Corona group. Be careful. Watch out for them.
Yeah,
we are for that. Corona group? Okay.
You know who they are, the Anglos. We ain't gonna call them out this week. Y'all be good and be safe.
All right. Yeah, take it easy.
Have a good one, y'all. Bye.
So go a little sign like this. That's AVIOT.